Namaskaram. In this series of Know Your Culture, we are looking at the temple structure. In this video, we'll be looking at Dwaja Sthamba and Bali Peedam. Once you enter the Gopuram into the temple premises, there are three things that you will notice right in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. First, you will see a pillar, which is the Dwaja Sthamba. Next, you will see near that, either before or after, you will see a mound, dome-like rock structure which is flat on the top with an inverted lotus kind of structure. This is called as Bali Peedam. And after that or before that, you will see the animal which is the Vahana or the vehicle for the deity which is inside the Garbhagriha. Dwaja Sthamba, Dwaja meaning flag and Sthamba meaning the pole. The raising of the flag in this pole denotes or represents the raising of a human consciousness from ignorance to knowing or liberation. This pole could be made either of stone or of wood, but the important thing is it has to be one single piece. So if it is wood, wood like teak or something is chosen. If it is a rock or stone pillar, it should be without any cracks. These could be covered by metals like gold or silver or brass or copper or panchaloka, which is the alloy of 5 metals. The shape of the Dwaja Sthamba can be either a square or hexagonal or even octagonal. The rings on the Dwaja Sthamba either could be 16 or 32. They say denotes the spinal cord, the 33 bones in the spinal cord. The Dwaja Sthamba is at the position of the navel of the Virat Purusha in the lying down position. As we know, the umbilical cord which is connected at the navel is what supplies the nourishment. That is what provides us life or prana when we are in our mother's womb. It's said that this Dwaja Sthamba, which is at the navel of the Virat Purusha, is actually the one which connects the pranic force of the cosmos to the temple premises. On top of the pole, you will see 3 perches or branches which are called as Megalai or Megala. These 3 branches, they are always pointed towards the Sanctum Sanctorum, towards the deity. And they represent Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. And they also say they represent the top 3 chakras in the human system. So when the flag is hoisted from the square-based stamba to the round pillared stamba, the square pillar base represents the Muladhara chakra, and from there it goes to the topmost 3 chakras. The raising of the human consciousness is what it indicates or denotes. The symbols that are engraved on the flag when it is hoisted could be the Vahana of the deity, like Nandi for Shiva temple, Garuda for Vaishnav temple, lion for Shakti temple, and so on. It could be also symbols like conch or sun or moon and things like that. During the temple festivities, you would have noticed around the Dwaja Sthamba, they would have tied darba grass. The darba grass or the dhruva grass is a very good conduit for prana, the pranic energy. And hence they do that so that it can absorb the cosmic energy and spread it to the temple premises. Some Dwaja Sthamba, there could be 3 branches, the Mekhala, or there could be 1. Or there could be none also. It depends on the agamic principles and also the ease with which the Sthapati would have made that Sthamba. There are temples where usually there is 1 Dwaja Sthamba, or there could be 2 also, like in the case of in Sri Sailam temple, which is a Jyotirlinga, there are 2 Dwaja Sthambas, one at the main entrance and right behind the Garbhagriha there is one more. And there are temples where there are even up to 10 Dwaja Sthambas. The Dwaja Sthambas, the metal plate would have been inscribed with either Nandi or Hanuman or Garuda, depending upon the deity inside. The Dwaja Sthamba is considered to be as sacred as the deity inside. That is why when we enter the temple, we are supposed to touch. The sparsha of the Dwaja Sthamba is considered as important and equivalent to touching the Vigraha. Flag hoisting is called as Dwaja Arohanam or Kodiyetram in Tamil. During this, it is an invite for the people who are around, who live around the temple, and also for the heavenly gods to descend. So this becomes a meeting point for the human beings and the devas. When we go into the temple and we do a circumambulation, it is always done in the clockwise direction, and this is called as the Pradakshina. When doing the Pradakshina, the Dwaja Sthamba and the Bali Peedam have to be included in the circumambulation. That is how it needs to be done. And the prostration for men, they need to do Ashtanga Namaskar. Sashtanga Namaskar, and for women it is called Panchanga Namaskar. A small platform which is made of rock just before or after the Dwaja Sthamba is called as the Bali Peedam. Bali literally means sacrifice, but it is not meant for sacrifice in the way that we understand it. This is to sacrifice your, I just learned this word, just me look at it, Arishad Vargas. So these are the 6 things that prevent a person from moving towards his enlightenment or liberation. These are called kama, which is lust, krodha, anger, lobha, greed, moha, attachment or love, mada, which is pride, and matsarya, which is envy. So before entering a temple to connect with the divine or the energized deity, one has to sacrifice or kill these things on the Bali Peedam. That is the purpose for which it is kept. One of the biggest Bali Peeda is at Ananteshwara temple, which is just adjacent to the Udupi Krishna temple. There you will see it is almost like 8 to 9 feet high, and the deity in the inner sanctum is also placed at the exact same height. These Bali Peedams could be very intricately carved. Usually they have distinct layers they have. The Maha Naivedyam. Naivedyam meaning the offering of food for the main deity. Once that is complete, the Parivara Devatas meaning the family of deities or Devatas which protect the Kshetra or the energy sphere, or also have to be fed. You would have noticed there are so many smaller Bali Peedams all around the temple, either in the 4 directions or in the 8 directions, and even uniquely shaped Bali Peedams you would have noticed. The Naivedyam is also offered in all these Bali Peedams. And especially in Kerala, there is a process called Shiveli. Shiveli is a process which happens 3 times in a day, that after the Naivedyam or the food offering is done to the main deity, the Shiva or Vishnu or Shakti, they are supposed to come out and inspect if all their Parivara Devatas, all their Bhutakanas have been also taken care of and fed well. So during that time, all the people inside the temple are made to stand outside the boundary formed by the Bali Peetas. The Tantri or the priest, they walk around offering the food in all these Bali Peedams, and immediately it is removed because it should not be consumed by human beings, because it is offered for the Devas or the Devatas who guard this Kshetra or the energy space. According to the Shaiva Agamas, there are 7 kinds of lingam in the temple, namely the Gopuram, the Dwaram, Shikaram, Moola Lingam, Archaka Lingam, Prakaram, and the Bali Peedam, in which the Bali Peedam is referred to as the Bhadralinga. The height of the Bali Peedam is exact to the height of the base on which the deity or the linga is placed. When we enter the temple, we are supposed to touch the Bali Peedam as well and sacrifice or leave those things that I had listed, and then walk into the energy sphere with a sense of surrender and humility, so that one can imbibe and be receptive to the energies of the Kshetra.